Hello. Hi. Welcome to today's messages. It's Tony. Yay. Let's do it. Let's see what's up. And what kind of love are you giving, sharing, feeling, expressing? This is all of the cards. Okay, we're going to put them all back. Creativity, friendliness, respect, satisfaction, acceptance, and forgiveness. Okay, those are your areas of love that you've been working on, that you've been mastering. Okay. Let's see what messages come up for us today. Dang it. I was going to get a new vessel that wasn't this water thing that barely gives water, but it gives enough of the water. Okay. We've got cause and effect, willingness, and ownership. Okay, guys. What? Unity. Too many cards. Okay, we'll take those ones. Cause and effect, very important. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Whoa, that one is powerful. Cause and effect, yes, this is the world we live in. The willingness, you are able to compromise if the end result is love. Okay. Your willingness to adapt. Your ownership, you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. This ownership has been part of our readings the last couple days. And unity, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Yeah, we understand that. We recognize the cause and effect of our love ripples. This is why we hold it. This is why we nurture it and embody it and sprinkle it around town to make sure it gets everywhere. Okay. One more for good luck. Okay. Let's see. We've got you are looked after. Beautiful. Confirmation. This is the cause and the effect communication that we've been getting consistently the last couple days here is you've already filled your basket up with your intentions. You've already acted. You've already caused. And now it is time for the effects of your causing. You have been causing more love, so your effect is more love. Okay, ownership. Your willingness to believe, to receive, to achieve. Okay, I gotta move stuff around here. There we go. I love how cause and effect and ownership. Oh, dragon down, dragon down. It's the purple dragon. I was gifted this. And it's gorgeous. Okay. Okay, dragon. Ownership and cause and effect are twinning big time. Okay. They're twins. So, your ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results, and the willingness to do what it takes for love, right? Because you were looked after. Because of all the love steps you have made already, for all the times you chose the love. What's going on here? What's going on here? Okay. What you got for us? That one. And it is awareness. Beautiful. Are you aware that you are looked after? Are you owning the consequences of all your choices and actions? That's basically what karma is all about, right? Is taking ownership of your choices and your actions, suffering or celebrating all of the consequences because of them. And I think there was a rainbow doing different time of day today than usual. So there's gonna be rainbows. I think I saw one on my neck. Did you see one on my neck? Okay. Let's see what. This is your belief, your willingness to believe that you are looked after, that there are people, places, and things in your life to love and support you, encourage, and facilitate. We've got was. It's a E was because there's an E and an I and an H, and that makes an E, right? When two vowels go walking, the first vowel does the talking. So that would be E. Okay. Transformation, rebirth. Cover of the book. Okay. Ewas. Where'd you go? No, that's Sowilo. That's still Sowilo. They look similar, only they're totally different. Where are ya? The sneaky little black cat slinks around. There it is. Magic, liberation, rebirth, spiritual awakening, and protection. You are looked after. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now that that's all figured out, let's see what tarot cards come out for us. Who's gonna come out? Awareness of the cause and the effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Okay, you do. This is why we choose love, okay? This is why we are magnetizing in beautiful, reciprocating relationships, like-minded, could be past, rekindling, reconciliation. What else we got? Oh. Becoming one, able to receive wishes. And there's your 0 point energy, your rebirth. Gorgeous. As you embrace being one who receives, okay? But not all things are revealed yet. There are still unknowns. And that's okay, because all you need to know is that it's gonna be beautiful, okay? It's gonna be beautiful, gonna be gorgeous. It is already, because you are. So, that's nice. We'll ground in what we don't know. We'll ground it in. I don't know how to put these guys like this. Okay. Yeah, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, happiness on all the levels, fulfillment on all the levels. Also getting the community, right? With the unity, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. Okay, yes, it does. Beautiful collaborations, fulfilling, receiving, faith, right? Starting fresh, weightless, faithful, opportunistic, positively charged. And yeah, the being one able to receive, learning how to receive. This is the thing, right? It's one thing to want all the things. It's another thing to be able to recognize when they come to you and to be able to take them when they are available. It's not all just sitting there doing nothing. It's also knowing when to take action on the things that you are passionate about. The King of Wands holds the vision, takes the necessary steps in a balanced, focused, visionary kind of way, right? Beautiful balance. And the compass. This is your directional system, guidance. Charismatically going after your passions. It's a double fire. Kings are fire and wands are fire. So it's a fiery fire. Your passion, master. This is what you leap towards. I'm feeling passionate about this. Leap! I'm inspired by this. Leap! I'm feeling good about this. Leap! I don't know where I'm going, but it feels right. Leap! Right? Because this moon, it's this unknown, the yet to be revealed, the hidden in the dark spaces, right? But also this flow, this allowing divine timing, this eventual revelation. It's also something about the subconscious becoming conscious through revelation, right? Oh, it's your experience. Okay, you've been around the block a few times. You have a very good sense of direction. You understand how the roads work. And so you can find comfort in your abilities and capacities to maneuver in the direction that you are feeling pulled, passionate, and confident to, and leap. Go there, get there, make it happen. Something about being your confidence through your experience, and this is it, right? Somebody who is putting on a show, who has put on a few shows before, is got a certain level of confidence over someone who's putting on a show who's never put on a show before, right? This is just how experience works. There are things that you learn trial by error, right? It's same with the balance between the being and the doing. You can plan what you want to do, but the act of doing it presents all kinds of things that you wouldn't have necessarily recognized or considered in the being part of the process, right? And that's why there's faith in your leaping, faith in your ability to fly, to roll, to bounce, to catch yourself, to do everything that, you would be scared of not being able to do if you were leaping unconfidently. Okay, but we've got the judgment coming out. Okay, this is your rebirth. We got rebirths coming around everywhere. Your awareness of your cause and effect, your ownership of self, your willingness and unity of all of your things, your connection, your internal aspects, right? Your light and your shadow, your masculine, your feminine, your integration, the unity within, mirroring, magnetizing, unity externally. Okay, what else we got? Okay. There's your connecting in and your grounding and your centering and your peace maintenance and your divine spirit team cheering you on when you're connecting with them. There's the compass again, right? This is the directions that we are heading in, the unknown, right? But guided by passion and your spirit team, your connection, your intuitive nudges. That's how your spirit team engages, interacts with you is through the subtleties of your internal bits, right? Those, oh, I should go that way. Why? Right? And that's when we can debate or argue ourselves away from those subtle intuitive nudges. Why would I go that way? I never go that way. There's nothing that way. I don't need to go that way. And then you don't go that way, right? You just talked your brain away from your intuition. Your higher self can see things that your eyes cannot. This is why this new way of moving in the dark, it's not scary because you've developed ways of navigating that don't require your eyes and your faith in that, right? And we've also got the people. Okay, this is also a collaboration card, the unity card, the one that has to do with the internal unity, right? As well as external unity with your like-minded peeps, being drawn to your gorgeousness. Okay, but again, we've got you leaping in one direction and the people traveling in the other direction. And that's part of it, right? Whether the people are for you or not for you, you doing your thing regardless. This could mean going the opposite direction that everybody else is going, right? This is part of our path here. We are pioneers. We are way showers and anchors of love and light. And so there are going to be a lot of people blinded by the light, blinded by the light, right? And also drawn to it. I don't know, it's so mesmerizing. I just want to get near it, right? And you doing what you need to do regardless, because you understand. You've taken ownership. You have the willingness, right? You understand cause and effect. You are coming to know that you are looked after by the divine, by your spirit team, by your soul plan that was written before you incarnated into this vessel, right? Trust in the higher version of you to bring you to where you want to go. Okay, this place, this magical land of harmony, okay, and of peace, joy, gorgeousness. Okay, those are those cards. Let's get other ones. I want to do an astro because we are on the last day of the 4 basket. Really? That's what we're going with? Okay. Okay. We'll not argue. We got Mars in motion, a 22, okay? And also fieriness. This passion. But just like the Sentinel and the Sword of Truth, right? It's not up in like, I'm coming after you to chop your head off. It's down and it's like anchored. So not moving, passionately holding until you are inspired and then taking action, right? It's the equivalent, like Abraham Hicks likes to use the example of vacuuming, right? You can action vacuum all you want, but it's not going to be as effective as it is when it's plugged in, right? So work smarter, not harder. This is part of this connection with your higher self and this faith in your guidance system to move you when it is right, when it is time to move you. Okay. Let's read what it says. How about a 22, you say? Mars, motion, a mythological god of war and the traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio, speaks of independence, enterprise, and willfulness, aggression, passion, and defenses, including your body's defenses, such as your immune system. Mars takes 1.9 Earth years to go around the zodiac, so your terrible twos when you learn to say no and yes and demand things was the expression of your first Mars return. 1.9 Earth years. Oh, I see. Okay, action. Mars urges you to take action, any action. But this sign can get you in trouble. Jump into motion, but stay in the driver's seat and think through the consequences of your moves. That's what I'm talking about, right? Make sure you're plugged in before you jump to action and start vacuuming. Okay. Mars is raw energy, and like the motor of a fine sports car, it can take you far if you add wisdom and guidance. I feel like that's this part of this, right? Take the time to ground, to center, to connect, to tap in, to be fully in your own clean energy field. And then from that space, move. Okay. Okay. Mars wants you to develop your strength and bravery. So work out and develop muscles or rescue the proverbial underdog. Boldly go where you have not gone before and passionately dive into your life. Beautiful. Passion, right? Mars loans you the competitive edge to obtain a fiercely desired goal and teaches that for your yes to truly mean yes, your no needs to be respected. Know that you want, know what you want and don't want, and be aware of those desires in the people around you. Yes, are they wanting to be a part of your elevation or do they want a free ride up, right? Where we go. Oh yeah, learn to fight and fight fairly. Stand your ground with grace and compete against your own personal best. That's right. That's the only true competition, right? Is with the version of you that you were yesterday. Am I good today? Am I better today? Even just a little bit better than I was yesterday? Success, right? Okay. If you are in a difficult situation, it could take real strength and willpower to transform or escape. You may need to dig in your heels so you are not pushed around or pull out your sword to draw a clear line in the sand. Do what needs to be done. Just make sure it's the right thing. How do you know if it's the right thing? Connecting in and create a clear space for communication to surface, right? Think of it, your meditation practice, your going in, your connecting practice as a calm, still pool that will reflect to you secrets of yourself. But your job is to maintain a smooth, clear surface. If there's any sort of tumultuousness, distractions, other things, it makes it really hard to see, right? The challenge: domineering willfulness, misuse of sexuality, anger, belligerence, and a warlike mentality are the shadow side of Mars. Break the momentum if your situation heads downhill. Stop for a moment and think through your next move. This is that momentum thing that everybody talks about. And again, Abraham Hicks coming up, um, talking about there's a time and a place where you can step out and halt any momentum. And then there's also a time and space where you need to just step back and allow the momentum to play out because it's too far gone. And Abraham uses the car rolling at the top of the hill, right? When it's just starting to roll, there's a window where you can throw a, stick or a brick or whatever in front of the tire and you'll stop it. Very different than if you're at the bottom of the hill and that vehicle has picked up lots of momentum. Throwing something in front of the wheel is just going to get it run over. And so, to make sure that it's not you that gets run over or anybody else, just do your best to clear the path and step out of the way, and it'll all be over soon, right? This is that awareness of the cause and effect and your ownership of all the things. Of all the things, I just got super hot. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forget. I got settings. I can make it go harder, faster. Okay. The gift. The higher note of Mars energy manifests as a divine guardian. Beautiful, because we did have protection coming in. Yeah. Your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a dangerous situation and protect you and yours. Yes. Again, that sentinel vibe, right? It's not attacking, but it's ready to do whatever it needs to do. Draw a line, cut off a head, whatever, right? Okay, so that was nice. Let's get one of these, or two, or seven. Beautiful. We'll take two. Because the first one is the truth. 333. 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Yes, 4 threes. Okay. I become aware of my truth when I stop and listen to my inner voice. Then I use it as a guide for my actions and decisions. What a beautiful confirmation, right? Yes. It's the truth. Okay, confirmed. And gorgeous. And the other one that landed was love. When expressing myself from the essence of my being, a state of love, I discover my power to nurture myself and others. Beautiful. Confirmations. Bound, round. Okay. Wow. Wow. Who else? A couple of these. Where are we at? Just gonna do a little one today. I almost wasn't gonna do one today. It's too hot. But then I just did it anyway, and here we are, and this is a good message, so we needed it. Okay, we'll take this one. Anybody flippy flip? Nobody flippy flipped. Okay, that's okay. We got one here on the moon, and it's judgment confirmation. Okay, because we've already got judgment here. This is your rebirth. This is you, the phoenix from the flames. Okay? Trust your process. Trust your unfolding. Trust your inner guidance system to lead you and protect you and guide you. Take gorgeous action towards your passions and trust. And trust the unfolding. All things working in your favor. The tiger eye fell out. The tiger's eye fell out. Okay. Who came out for us today? Do 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 do. It's a butterfly. Okay, this is transformation, confirmation. You've transformed into someone who's trusting their inner guidance system and knows how to tap in, tune in, and turn on that system before taking action to utilize your power to its fullest. There's your gorgeous balance, your masculine and feminine. The water buffalo cannot be, nobody can tell if it's a male or a female, which, is kind of badass. And they also refuse to be domesticated, which, also badass. This is that sturdy standing in your own, right? Ready and able to leap in the opposite direction if that's where you're being guided to leap, regardless of where everybody else is going, because you're flying on the wings of love, okay? And you're trusting your inner systems to lead you. So that's nice. Nope, he doesn't want to stand. Okay, we also have the tree here. Okay, and I'm seeing there's also a dragonfly as well. So that's beautiful, adaptive, transformation, confirmation. And I'm noticing a tree turning into, look, it's a little tree turning into a big tree, okay? This is your growth, this is your expansion. This is gorgeous, okay? This is part of this community unity. This could be your inner child and you, and how many trees does it take before you got a forest, right? Something like that. Okay, there is your self-care kitty. So yes, make sure you are flying high by the seat of your pants when you're jumping. No, trust in your body's communication. If it needs rest, give it rest, right? Something like that. And look at the dragons. Beautiful. Dragons coming in here, helping to burn away, alchemize, transmute all of the dense energies. And look, your awareness on your transformation is really important, right? You have transformed. It's like, don't sit on a tree and wrap a leaf around you and be like, I'm still in my cocoon phase when you're already a butterfly, right? Go and fly. Take the chance. Jump off that branch. Test your wings. Trust in your ability to soar. Okay. And we got another land. Oh, this one stood. Nice. I didn't even mean to. Okay, this is the grounded, centered, protectedness that you are. This is part of what you are manifesting is your own protection through your connection. Okay. You are moving through life differently now through your awareness with your passions and your connections, understanding the cause and effect of all things, taking ownership, knowing deeply that you are looked after, right? Write it 100 times in your book. Own it. Own it. What does it feel like to be looked after? As one who probably is hyper independent and just looks after everything. How does it feel to be looked after? Feels pretty nice, right? Yes. Trust in your unfolding. You're gorgeous. Okay. Love and appreciate you and hope to see you next time. Bye for now.